Hello everyone, today I'm back at South Church, Bishop Auckland, County Durham, at the Church of St Andrew. Now that is a beautiful church. I think it's got Norman origins. You might remember I was here about 5 or 6 weeks ago, but I'm not going to see that. I'm going back to that neglected cemetery, like an extension that's across the road. That looks like an old vicarage to me. I've wanted to come back since to visit it because it was so neglected and so overgrown, but such an interesting place. There was loads of Commonwealth grave headstones in here, and it's changed a lot since I was here just then. Look at all that, it's quite lots of ferns. See, are there bluebells possibly? But look at this place. It was quite damp, the ground, when I was here as well, so I think there might be some drainage problems here. But quite a beautiful little spot, sadly overgrown and neglected. It's one of these places that even when it was built, it didn't have like a concrete or a paving stone path into the cemetery. It's all just earth. And so when I came here last time, this bit was, you could sing on it, so I didn't really hang around on this bit. But just to give you some idea of the ages here. That's Mary Hannah, daughter of Nathan and Jane Annie Watson. She died April 11th, 1889, so... Oh, there's also Cromarty as a middle name, so I'm guessing this place, when the churchyard started getting a little bit full, they decided to take over this land close by. It's still even damp now, the soil. If you stand there, look at that, your foot goes through. William Race of South Church, that's the area we're in now. It's quite a common name, Race, around southwest County Durham and Teesdale, and so's the name Watson. So this is the opening bit right next to the main road. But there's even somebody buried there in 1994. So this isn't somewhere which looks like it was stopped, like, you know, over a century ago, decades ago. It's something that has simply been left. And that's a great first name. I think that's loving memory of Meburn Hunter, who died 18th December 1891, aged 79 years. Meburn was possibly a family surname that was passed on. See, look at all this. It goes right across to the edge of the river over there. It's a huge place. As far as I'm aware, this is the responsibility of Durham County Council. The churchyard that I've just been close to, that is immaculate, spotless, absolutely gorgeous. We come through here. There's John Hindmarsh of Bishop Auckland. So we're actually probably only about 1.5 miles from the city, the town centre of Bishop Auckland. So you can go down here. Obviously when I came here last time was the pretty much middle of spring, so there wasn't as much growth, and we've had a lot of warm weather lately. So the vegetation, look at those nettles, look at all those nettles there. I am going to take some pictures of this place, which will probably be on Beautiful Britain later on today. Absolutely loads of wasps. That's Robert Thuburn. See, I just press my feet on that. Look at that, how my foot goes through there. really soil soft. Hopefully I can get down here. There is still like a walkway through, so I'm guessing other people since me have been down here. And look at that. I remember him, E. Bradley, able seaman, RCNVR, HMCS Mayflower, 1943, age 25. Look at that, you can't even get in there. I don't think we'll be able to see as many headstones as was the last time due to the overgrowth. But that's the River Gaunless, which just flows around the edge of the cemetery on its way down the River Weir. I'd also be worried about here if there's adders. You never know. We're not that far from Adder country over Hamsterley and Frostley Wolsingham. You never know with this weather, they might have moved over here. So we can get down here. The earth's a little bit more solid down here. You can hear the river in the back. Down here. Quite low. Hasn't been that much rain lately. There's even some ducks. I think the furthest east recorded sighting of an adder in County Durham is sort of around the Hamsterley area, which is probably only about 8-9 miles from here. At least we've got this walkway through. It's rather warm. It's a great surname. Presshouse, Charles Henry Presshouse, died October the 25th, 1901. A very distinct name. I wouldn't be surprised if that was Prussian. I'm just guessing. And his name was probably Henrik or something like that. I'm just guessing. Somebody's been down here. And that's in loving memory of George, the dearly beloved husband of Jenny Bell of Leahurst, Cockton Hill, Bishop Auckland. She died in 1902, just 39 years, in her 39th year. And there's an epitaph, dear, near and true, nor truer time himself can prove you, though he'd make you evermore dearer and nearer. There's Ralph, the beloved husband of Anne Shipman of Tyndale Crescent. Another feature of this particular cemetery is the amount of porcelain headstones. I've mentioned on a few videos that there's absolutely loads of them over southwest Durham for some reason, compared to everywhere else. Mary, the beloved wife of John Jones of South Church. That's the area around here, the South Church. William Winskill, he died in 1903, so a lot of the burials have come across like late 1880s, early 90s, 1890s and early 1900s. I'm not even going to attempt to go over there. Lots of butterflies. In loving memory of Elizabeth, beloved wife of George Hillary. Oh, look at that, that's a sad story. Who died September the 2nd, 1909, while on a visit from America. Aged 55 years. So possibly her or a family had emigrated from here and come back to visit, because back in those days, if you could get the east coast of the USA, you could get one of those. Oh, there's a huge rabbit just ran past there. You could get like a ship across the Atlantic towards like Liverpool and catch a train across. Oh, that looks like a hare actually. The way it was jumping. Yeah. Hares jump and rabbits run. They were. I hope I can see them on the camera later on. But they were flying, them leaping. That's Robert T. Dolkin, Joseph Pickering, Esther Hutton. I managed to get in there last time to see all those porcelain headstones. I hope they are a hare, because I've never seen a hare before. A few overgrown headstones, but that's a distinct headstone there. in love and memory of Margaret Pickering, dearly beloved sister of George Pickering. And then there's one for Jenny, she died in 1942, so it's been in use from at least I think the 1990s. And then Private F. Young, Royal Army Medical Corps, 17th of October 1920, aged 22. And then there's J.T. Smart, Durham Light Infantry over there, 10th of October 1914. It's not long after the war started, was it? I'm trying to think, 1914. Some more Commonwealth graves over here. There's one there. And this one here. What a sight. There's random porcelain ones all over the place. And that's Sergeant J.W. Furnesses of the Royal Engineers, died 5th of August 1920. And this one must be in the furthest corner of the cemetery. Who have we got here? I don't think I came this far in the last video. Clerk M.E. Matthews of the QM Army Auxiliary Corps, 5th of May 1921, aged just 23. And there's an extra field through there, which I don't think is outside the boundary, I think. But there's a porcelain one just in those woods over there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, it's just on its own. In some ways it is a beautiful place, but it's quite sad that it's ended up like this. I don't think it would be an easy job just to tidy up or even maintain due to the size of it. Once you stop maintaining them, it doesn't take long before nature takes it all back. But then again, I suppose that's fitting considering it's a place where people were buried and return to the earth. As I mentioned before, Thomas, beloved husband of Annie Race, another Race, also the above named Annie Race, who died at Relton, not a place I've heard of, W-R-E-L-T-O-N. And that looks like that's a headstone in there, Overgrown. And we've got C.W. Morley, Durham Light Infantry, 12th of February 1919, age 43. But the furthest away Commonwealth grave is just coming down here. So these are these porcelain ones. Thomas Henry, beloved husband of Francis Ward of Tyndale Crescent. That's a couple of miles away. That's where the retail park is. I don't know Bishop Auckland that well. Red Admiral there. But in here, it's full of these porcelain ones, completely overgrown. There's even a headstone there, disappearing into the path. There's another one there. Porcelain, 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 porcelain. I think I can get through somebody's walk. I think it's probably an hour. Somebody's walked through here. Still damp. In loving memory of Edward, the beloved husband of Mary L. Davidson of Newton Cap Bank. I think that's where the bridges goes across the way. Just outside the centre of Bishop Auckland, city town centre I should say. It's getting rather warm down here. And here we have, this is probably, again, another fallen stone. That's a huge one, that one. Mary. So it's one of the Hudson family. And then this, in the far corner of the cemetery, is this one for Private A. Locky at the DLI, 5th of August 1916. I don't know anything about these Commonwealth graves. Soldiers or airmen or navymen, but I'm sure that if you Google them they'll all be online on some details. Most of them will be on some war memorial which goes into their lives. But there's the River Gaunless just meandering through. I posted some of these pictures in a Bishop Auckland history group. There's a few people who weren't even aware this was here. I wasn't aware there was a cemetery here. It's so well hidden, unless you know the area. It's even hard to see from the roadside, especially with the vegetation. Now, I'm guessing in the next month or two, this is going to become even wilder. Especially if there's a bit of rain as well. So I'm just going to leave you with a view of Private Locky, final resting place. So I just want to thank everybody who's watched this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, and more importantly click on the subscribe, because it will help grow the channel, because I've got, as I just mentioned before, I've got a few plans to venture out and do other stuff in the future. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.